Good afternoon, Soul Family. I'm just getting to our reading today because I've been at the vet and getting special food for my Lily all day. And it's a windy one out there, clearing stuff away. Thank you for the prayers and the Reiki healing that you've been sending. I really, really appreciate it. This time she took it too far. It's very, very clear I can't leave her alone for more than a couple days at a time because she's got post-traumatic stress. And she thinks that I'm going to abandon her. It's interesting. It happens every year at the same time. It makes me think of people that have post-traumatic stress or people that suffer with, what other people call depression, and they go through cycles. Lily goes through cycles too. Every year at that time, that's when I first found her, she had been abandoned by the owners that came before me. And I don't know what kind of people they were, but they declawed her so that they left her defenseless, and they didn't just take her claws, they took her knuckles, so they were pretty bad. And then somehow she was displaced and out in the streets alone, and when I found her she was 6.5 pounds and just bones. When I picked her up, I was shocked because I'm so used to Liger, 25, 27 pounds. And she came into the house and we spoiled her rotten, and he gave up all the best for her, gave her the best cushions and let her come up on the bed, and she was quite nasty. But she got very spoiled, and she deserves it. She was put through hell. So anyway, she's got post-traumatic stress, and it's clear. That's why I was trying to get myself a little trailer so that, when I go away on my spiritual quests, that I can bring her, and it's clear that I was supposed to go this weekend, and I don't know. If she gets up and eats tomorrow, maybe I'll bring her with me in the hotel. We'll see, but it's stressful, thousands and thousands of dollars later, this is my child, Some people don't understand that, but I do. So with that in mind, we're going to do our reading, and we're going to be doing a pick an item. I want you to use your intuition and think of the reasons why you're going to choose what you're going to choose. Hello, Mr. Crow. Interesting, today I've seen 4 red hawks, 2 sitting on a branch, and on a pole, and 1 flying, and I saw a whole mob of crows attacking 1 red hawk. The red hawk is the messenger, and I'm the messenger. That's my main totem. And when I saw that, I thought, that's how I feel, right? It's like it's a lot being bombarded. So here's the crow. Hello, Mr. Crow. And then we saw a falcon, and the falcon message is pretty amazing. It's talking about using your ability to strategize and being flexible, and there's an opportunity to better your life coming very quickly, but you're going to have to be flexible and figure out, use your planning and strategy to the best possible way to make it work for you. So that was really cool for me to see it. After I had seen the red hawks so many times, I kept saying a message is coming, and then I saw the falcon. So that's interesting. So we'll see what comes in our reading. But today what you're going to choose from is, these are the items. This is what I do for my cat. This is, she has very expensive paste food that she loves normally. But I do half and half water and this paste. I put the high calorie nutritional gel. It's got all the omega fatty acids in it. And it supports a healthy appetite, so it helps her want to eat, although she doesn't want it. So I put it in here. I also use the silver. This is immune system support, silver supplement. This is amazing. I take this every day. I put it in my cat's water. I put it in my water. This is what will kill bacteria. It's amazing. This, silver is what the ancient Egyptians used to put silver coins in the water to purify it. So this purifies water. And it's different than the regular silver sol. The way this is done, it works better. I can't remember why. My landlord's the one who's all about this, but so that's the other item. So, and then this is how I feed her, with a syringe. I also have cannabis oil in here, but only a couple drops of that. So these are the 4 items. Now, the reason I'm bringing you and showing you these things is because water is emotion. Water is expression. Water is love. Without water, we will die. Without love, we will die. Without communication, what happened today is, when I went to the vet, I said, when Lily she wasn't eating her food, that was one thing. That was attention. And once you get to the place where you're not getting the nutrients in you, then your body starts getting dehydrated and you're not getting enough, and your kidneys and your liver start shutting down, and it starts affecting your mind. And what Spirit was showing me was a camel in a dry desert. I kept seeing the dry desert in readings. I'm very dry. My mouth is dry. My skin is dry. Everything about me is dry. So I need the same thing that Lily needs: expression, love, and actual water, right? And I was denying myself of that as well. And I won't any longer, right? I'm allowing people back into my life. And I want friends, and I want love, and I want expression and exchange. And I'm not going to deny myself that because the person who's running from me doesn't show up in my life, right? It's stupid. Put myself through that. I've asked Spirit to stop using Lily as an example to me. But what I'm telling you is, I said to the doctor, it's interesting, you know, she went up to her water dish. She wasn't eating, but at least she was still drinking. And then she just started to play with her water. She started splashing in her water. Why does she do that? And she said, because when they get that dehydrated and their body starts to shut down, it affects their mind, and they don't, it's like they're delirious. They don't know what's going on. You imagine somebody crossing a dry desert, right? They hallucinate. She didn't know what she was doing. It's like she was losing her mind. She couldn't see. She was bumping into things. So after they hydrated her, they filled her with, put water under her skin and gave her a B12 shot. And I said, could you check her eyes? I think she's losing her sight. Checked her eyes are perfectly healthy. But because of the lack of moisture, the lack of hydration, the lack of love, the feeling that she was being abandoned, and the post-traumatic stress that she was going through, she was literally, her own body was shutting down and dying. She was doing that. She was hurting herself. And this is a way that people, without love in their life, without expression, people can go crazy locked up in a cell. You know, that's kind of what it is. I go crazy up here locked up in my tower with no communication, right? So this is about how important love is, and why love is such a powerful healing agent. Expression and love. One of the most necessary and common needs of a human is someone to hear and someone to tell something to. You think about somebody on a desert island, all they want is somebody to talk to, right? So this is about, how do you support yourself healthy? Are you purifying your own water? The words that you use to speak to yourself, right? Are you cutting yourself down? Are you speaking negative, destructive, toxic things? Are other people speaking that way to you? It causes your body, your mind, your soul, everything to shut down. It can literally kill you. Babies die from the lack of love. My little baby was dying. She was shutting herself down because in her mind, I was abandoning her. So it's very, very important. I can't shove it down her throat. I have to dilute it, right? So sometimes it takes a while, and we have to take our time, and I've got to give it to her. She can't do it herself. Sometimes people push away the ones that were trying to love them because they've shut down, and they've shut down so much that they don't know how. They don't realize what they're doing. They're hurting themselves, but they're suffering from post-traumatic stress. And so we have to give it to them. We have to love them. I feed her slowly with this syringe. I can't give her a lot. She has a little at a time, like so that she can process it. It has to be watered down. So it's like you can't be all over somebody. Somebody who has pushed away love, who has pushed people out of their lives, they've got to gradually be able to handle it a little at a time, where their stomach can take it, right? Their body, emotional body can take it. So a little at a time, nutritional, high quality, right? Not a lot of people, not a lot of activity, but quality people. People that love you, people that support you, right? People that are going to help you grow. High nutritional people, thoughts, food that you take in. What are the foods that you take in your body? The books that you read, the movies you watch, the conversations you have, the people that you're around. That's food for your body. The emotions that you express, the love or the lack of, that's water for your body. You die. You can go a long time without the food, but you will die without the water. So those are your items here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Choose your items. What do you choose? I know what I'm going to choose. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go by groups. I'm not breaking you guys down. I don't have time to do that. So those who chose the silver solution. For those who chose the silver solution, that will be water signs. For those who chose the syringe, this is how you administer this. That would be air signs. For those who chose the food, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I have too many? Oh, I'm looking at fire. Okay. So for those who chose the food, this is going to be earth signs. Right? Without food, we die. We get the food from the earth. For those who chose the high-calorie supplement, here's me, you know, not wanting to be a chunky monkey. But this is, so for the omega, I'll call it the omega. For those who chose the omega vitamins, the omega plus, that's fire signs. Omega. I like that. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with the syringe. Those who chose the syringe, hopefully this doesn't have to continue. Last time, once we got her, Lily hydrated, after a couple days, she started deciding she didn't want me shoving food down her throat, and she started to eat on her own. So let's hope that this goes this way for her. So for those who chose the syringe or air signs, we begin. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Song right now, please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. The reason people shut down. People do crazy things, right? Lily's splashing in her water. She's desperate for water but doesn't know how to drink it all of a sudden. You start doing crazy things. You start doing things that don't make sense to people. And then you push people away, even though you want the love. You want the water, you want the food, but you push people away. You don't know how to handle it. So you have to have somebody. Spirit has to help us, right? And us, we have to love these ones that are so difficult. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the syringe or air signs at 12 minutes and 12 seconds, there you go. Death shall not take him. You know, I woke up this morning, I gotta tell you, I've been crying all day about my cat. And I said to Spirit, I need to know, is this it? Is she going? And I just, you need to tell me the truth. Please don't blow smoke up my ass. I can take it. Just tell me so I can prepare. And I picked this deck. And I knew that this was the only card that would tell me that what I needed to hear. And this is the card I got. And this is confirmation again. So for you in your life, death shall not take him or her or this situation. Whatever, this one is at the point, this one looks for all intents and purposes dead. There could be somebody in your life that has gone cold, non-responsive, not reaching out, not responding. You feel that you've done everything that you can, but you can't get through to them. It feels like it's falling on deaf ears. This is the kind of person who's not able. They're emotionally frozen. But death shall not take this one. The number 3 is the Ascended Masters are working with you, and full circle completion. Something will have come full circle, and right at the last hour, whatever you think is lost is not lost. Whatever you think cannot possibly be, will be. Whatever you think there's no way through, you will find the way through. Right when you are ready to walk away and throw in the towel, when you're on your knees, praying and crying, please, don't let this happen. You will see a change, because you see God breathing, life-breathing air back into this soul. You're jumping out of a plane and you're yanking on your chute, and it's not coming, it's coming. Your body's hurtling to the ground. You're free falling in whatever the circumstance in your life is. And at the last second, at the very last second right before it's way too late for you to pull it, the chute goes up and takes you to safety. No matter how many times you've tried, no matter how many times they've told you no or not responded. Lily was on the brink of death. I got this card this morning. I got it last night. Death shall not take her. This situation is not dead. Whatever you think, no matter how many times you've failed, the universe is telling you right now the impossible will now become the possible. Miracles happen, and the most astonishing thing about them is that they happen. This is divine intervention stepping in, and this is letting you know, whatever it is that you have been so worried about, it is not lost. It's not over. The relationship, the job, the prospect, the health, whatever it is, you thought it was done, and it's not. There is a life-breathing force coming, and it's spirit. This is the comeback horse. Comeback kid, the long shot horse, the impossible situation pulling through, and this is you. This is it. So right now, if you have no trust and no faith, all I had left was faith. It looked really bleak, right? And that's why I said this morning, please don't use her anymore to show me this. Please. She can't go through this anymore. It's enough. And Spirit says, we agree. It's enough. This will not end. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message for you guys. Look, air signs, life-breathing air. And you know what that is? Love. Love is the greatest healer of all. You never give up on the ones that you love. A true friend is one who stays there always. Never be afraid to tell someone you love them, and never give up on the ones that you love. Hold space for them and hand it to Spirit. This is amazing. I love to see this right now. Okay, so for those who chose the Omega super nutrients or fire signs, we go to the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have a mighty shield. I love this. This is beautiful. This came to me when I was up in the mountains. This is telling you that right now, this goes along with the first message about divine intervention, because this is Spirit stepping forward and actually protecting you. You see this little beetle? The scarab beetle represents protection from outside forces. Right now, Spirit has put a shield of protection around you. It may be that you have someone in your life that loves you very much, and they are asking and they are praying that you have a shield of protection around you, like I asked for when I asked for the ones in my life. And sometimes we have to put our own protective shield up, right? And it's you don't want to shut down, like with me and with Lily, right? You don't want to shut down and keep yourself isolated from everyone. You want to be loving, and you want to be open, and you want to be innocent, but you have to have a protective shield, a proper shield, so that you don't allow those toxic situations and people to drain you, to interfere in your life, to come and hurt you, to bully you. So right now, Spirit's saying, we are here to help you. We are putting a shield around you. Anyone that wants to come against you, any predators, like I watched that red hawk be absolutely mobbed by it. There were so many crows, I can't tell you. The red hawk flew higher, like we have to fly higher to Spirit. But right now, Spirit's saying, right now we're helping you, but you need to learn how to shield and protect yourself properly. You need to learn how to clear your shield, clear your energy. That's what this water is. Clear your own toxic thoughts, your own negative thinking. Stay away from toxic energy, from toxic people. Fill yourself with high quality thoughts, people, situations. Put a shield, ask for a shield of protection to be around you. But mostly, keep yourself away from all of that bullshit. Because right now, there's something that's out of balance with you. It's time for you to start, before you even get out of bed, asking for a new shield. Before you go to bed at night, ask that anything inside of you, any negative thoughts, worries, fears, be cleared away from your interior, and ask that a shield of protection be around you. But you clear. At the end of the day, you clear. If you've been in a very toxic situation, or you've been having really, really difficult thoughts like me, I super needed to clear, right? This wind that's blowing outside, this is one example of it. Get outside and go for a walk and clear away your negative thoughts, your fears, your worries. Get your mind off of whatever it is. No ever analyzing. If you're doing that, ask that your own thoughts be cleared. And then before your feet hit the floor, when you get out of bed in the morning, you ask for a protective shield. When you're asking for a protective shield, you're putting that intention out there. You are consciously aware. I am not allowing negative thoughts, feelings, people, toxic energy to come and interfere with my life. I'm not going to allow people to cross my boundaries. I'm going to know how to say no. I'm going to keep myself away from when I see them coming. When you set that intention in the morning, it's in your head. So you're protecting yourself before you even start in the morning. Make sure that you hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself with love, with whatever you want to visualize, the purple ray, the violet ray, the brilliant sun, whatever you want to bring into your body. I ask for loving, healing energy to move through my body from the Father. So mine is green. I ask for green, love, unconditional, pure unconditional love and healing energy, the most powerful that the Father can bring down through my body to fill me to capacity. So that whatever does come, or if there's anything that I have to give of myself, I give from my reserves, not from what I need. Right now, my body is drained. My body is dry like lilies. I'm dry. I've had it really sucked out of me. So you got to think about, why is that happening? You're giving too much. Your giving and receiving is out of balance. So you've got to make sure in relationships, in your work, whatever it is, that you buy the time out for yourself so that you're not draining yourself. You're not. And then when you get drained like that, when you give, or you work all the time and you drain yourself like that, your boundaries are weak. And it's easy for toxic energy to come and fuck with you. So you need to learn this right now, how to do this. Me too. Focus on the positive. Think about breathing, the proper type of breathing, clearing out anything negative. A deep breath in, clean, healing air, blowing out any toxic air. One of the things that Lily, when she got hydrated, one of the things it does is, of course, it hydrates her body, which she needs, but it also flushes out toxins that are in her body that she has not been able to flush out because she hasn't been taking the appropriate water in. So when we're not taking spiritual, life-breathing water in, we are filled with toxic thoughts and energy. Cat fight downstairs. It's not my cats, thank God. Oh my God. It's my landlord's cat, and he just chased his other cat across the neighbors into another yard. He's just a fighter. I mean, he's toxic. It's amazing. So there's an example, you know, with people like that, he's got to be isolated from people. He's toxic. He doesn't learn he fights everyone. So if you've got that energy, that's someone that's constantly bullying or picking on you, stay away from them. And whether that's your family or not, if somebody is making you feel, chasing you out of your own home, making you feel like, I don't even want to go home, like your home is supposed to be your haven, right? If you don't even feel safe in your own yard, your own home, because of who's in your house, you're in the wrong company. So right now, understand that Spirit has put a shield around you, and it's expelling toxins, and it's allowing what's needed for you. There's going to be a strong form of psychic intervention on behalf of Spirit, because you've been feeling raw, you've been feeling sensitive, you have been feeling like you're exposed, like a third-degree burn victim. You've been burned. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is, you're raw. So right now, boundaries. Like he just crossed a boundary, right? This is her yard. She lived here first. He came in afterwards. And he crossed the boundary, chases her out of her own yard. That's not okay. So there's an example right now. Spirit's showing me there's a window of opportunity for you to do something that you wouldn't normally have done. And because you're shielded and protected, this is why you're being given this opportunity. Right now, whatever this was that you wouldn't normally have done, like maybe move, right? Maybe take an opportunity to get out of a job and into something else. Right now, Spirit's protecting you. Your boundaries are being cleared right now, and they want you to walk away from whatever distracts you, that's energy draining, any vampiric energy, whatever you need that's going to support you. There's an opportunity for you to do this. And there's no harm that will come to you at this time. You're going to get safer, stronger, and your environment's going to improve because you're having this intervention right now. But it's upon you to now learn to do this other. Okay? So for those who, that's me, right? I'm an Aries. That's a fire sign. shield, protection. You know, when we get run down like this, we don't see them coming. We are, especially empaths, we're too giving, we're too caring. You know? It's not okay. Somebody doesn't treat you with respect, they gotta go. No matter who they are. No more, you know, being Mr. Nice Guy. Forget it. So for those who chose the food or earth signs, we go to the Gaia Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the food, Gaia Oracle. Prince may end up going to live with someone else because he won't learn. And he's attacked all of the cats. We brought him in to help him, spent $3,000 on him to help him. Brought him in here and he will not learn. He goes after every one of our cats and beats them up. Like really bad. He's a big boy. So it's not everyone else that has to go. It may be him that has to go. You know, so I'm thinking about whatever you may put a lot of time and energy into a project or into a relationship, and it's abusive. It's draining you, it's taking too much from you, and you may have to walk away from it. Give it up. For your own mental health. All right, so anyone who chose the food or earth signs at 26 minutes and 19 seconds. Liberation. Well, there you go. Breaking free from a negative attachment. That's exactly what's going on here. Right now, you have allowed yourself or someone else to become way too emotionally dependent on you. Someone or something. They're emotionally attached, or you are. And at first, it felt like, you know, friendship. It was a good friendship. It felt, you know, like something that was caring. But now it's taken over your life. It's a codependent relationship, and it's toxic. You thought at first it was a positive thing, but it isn't. Not anymore. And this is addiction. This is addiction. Codependency is addiction. You know, people get all pissed off when you say, you know, talk about addiction because they automatically assume that it's going to be alcohol or drugs or, you know, something like that. But it can be workaholism. But at this point, this is about allowing somebody to be too, like feeding. They're feeding off of you. They're way too emotionally. You can't break free. It's not healthy anymore. It's crossed the boundaries of healthy. And when you try and pull them away, they're going to panic. Or maybe even you may panic. It's like having a security blanket. And they may feel resentful. They may be angry. It may be something that's I mean, they're not going to like it, right? But you have to emotionally detach yourself from something. It may be you, that you are emotionally holding on to something so much so that it's taken over your life. Like with Lily and I, right? It's sucking the lifeblood out of me. It's not worth it. So whatever this issue is that you have to detach yourself from, understand you're learning something from this. Everybody needs space, right? Healthy boundaries are a must. So you ask yourself, and you say to yourself, I release myself from all negative attachment. And you trust that it's in your highest good. You trust that it's in the highest good of everyone. And when you help another, you help them most, not by allowing them or yourself to be codependent on them, but by having a balanced relationship, whatever this is. Because right now, it's completely upside down. 2 and 5 is 7. You're on the right path to rise above and leave this situation. It's time to go. It's time to break free. Is it you or is it someone else? That was a quick message for you guys. So I think because it was so quick, it's poignant, but I'm going to ask in what regards what other way could we ask that would maybe show you what this is in regards to, or another message. It's time to go. Whatever this is, this attachment, it may be attachment to time. It may be worrying. Attachment to worry. It could be, this is about you and someone else. It's either you have allowed this to happen or they have become this way with you. So I'm looking at time is running out. this clock is being taken away, and is somebody trying to hold on to it. Thinking about the song right now. I can't get you out of my head. You probably think you're better now. I only say that because you only say that because I'm not around. I never meant to let you down. You're the love of my life. So right now, relationship, maybe it's over, right? And you're not letting it go. You feel like life is moving by too quickly. Attachment to, I don't know, maybe feeling like you don't have enough time for, you probably don't feel like you have enough time for yourself. You don't have enough time, right? That's what it is. You have to break free from a negative attachment. I don't have time for me. It's about everybody else, right? It's either you or somebody else that's feeling this way. There's no time for me. Maybe it's your job that's taking all of your time, or somebody. So, for those who chose the silver or water signs, we go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Or is it the Shapeshifters? I think it might be the Shapeshifters. Let's see. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Feathers have been appearing all day today. Whenever feathers appear, angels are near. I got the most beautiful white feather with the big fluffy, it was long. It looked like it came from the back end of a peacock. It was gorgeous. It was just lying on the floor outside when I was outside. I came in here, there was another one on the floor. For those who chose the silver solution or water signs. Okay, wow, we've just had this one. So here again, we're talking about the protection. The protection of the super sensitives, this is a new birth, this is a rebirth. It's about taking care of the little ones that are special. It's like caring for the animals in the world, like Lily. This is a very, very special, sacred little animal. This is about understanding how special and unique we all are, and the fact that there are young ones coming up after us, and us that are awakening. We are awakening. We have rebirths. And when we have this rebirth, it's hard on us. And we have to be gentle. And we have to be in a safe place. We have to be, again, around positive energy, loving energy, nurturing energy, away from destructive, toxic energy. We don't want to be around where we're forced to do or believe or follow the rules of another. This is about understanding that the gifts that we have are magical gifts. They're not weird. They're not freaky. There's not something wrong with us. We are very different. Yes, we are. You think about my little one, right? I spent thousands of dollars on this cat. She has post-traumatic stress. She's not crazy. She went through something excruciating in her life. I have no idea. The song was playing, please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We can't allow this to happen to the young ones coming up after us. We know, we've been through it. We've been ostracized, we've been bullied, we've been sent in mental hospitals, we've done harmful things to ourselves. We can't allow this to happen to the little ones that are awakening, or the new ones that awaken. We have to be there as the preschool teachers, the kindergarten teachers, the daycare teachers, to help everyone understand what they're going through, and that they're safe, and that they need to learn how to keep themselves in a safe surroundings, that they need to love themselves, nurture themselves, treat each other and themselves with gentle, loving care in every way. Food, thoughts, people, situations, just like a newborn. This one is protected. This little dragon that's very, very special. This little baby yearling, this little baby cardinal, this little baby squirrel, this little baby frog, this little bunny, this little baby redbreast, robin redbreast, or bluebird of happiness. All of them represent us, aspects of us. This is creativity and fertility. This is cleansing, releasing baggage, transformation. This is preparing ourselves, getting ready for change, learning the balance between not hoarding onto our love or our money or our possessions and not throwing it away without any care, about recognizing the nobility and having self-pride and self-love, self-worth, recognizing that we don't bully people. We gently lead them by loving example, by when we don't know the situation that we're in, that we don't expect too much of ourselves. We walk gently on our path. When we're going into a situation we don't understand, when we're coming out of a difficult situation, we know that it's okay to walk gently on our path. This reminds us to never, ever think of a very gentle, loving, kind person as a weak one. It's very powerful. Newborns, to think of yourself as a newborn, as in you've had a rebirth, that is not a weakness. You have opened up to another level, but you're new at it. You're young and fresh, and you need to be protected. And you need to give yourself the time and the place, the proper place, the nourishing shelter that you deserve. The whole world is going through a rebirth at this time. Our minds, our mental attitude about how we treat animals, how we look at them. I don't look at animals like most people look at animals. These are my messengers. These are my best friends. I don't think about spending money on my cat like I would spend money on my child. Those are my kids. It matters. There is so much a need to change the way people view the world. There's so much unrest and unkindness. We need to show the love. We need to show the attention. We need to show them from very, very young age. Don't be afraid of your gifts. You can use your gifts to help you. Reach out to help other ones. These are orphans. Lily was an orphan. I found her in the streets. There are people that have been unloved. There are people that have been bullied. There are people that have been brutalized. All Spirit wants us to do is hold a space of love for these ones. Do what you can to be kind. Do what you can to come from a place of compassion. You may not understand why somebody behaves the way that they do. You don't know what they've been through. You need to look at them like these tender little ones and recognize that they are just as sacred and special as this one of a kind. There will never be another dragon like this, ever. This is the last of its kind. And you realize that for you, whoever you may resemble here in this group of people, these are people that are like a rabbit, right? Timid, shy, but very, very sensitive. Frog, transforming, forever transforming. Busy, chattering, working. The ones who sing, the ones who are out there, out in the forefront, being known. The gentle, loving, sweet, energetic people. These are people. The strong dragon with the wings. But we all have this gentleness inside of us. We all will always have the baby inside of us that needs this love. All of us. No matter how old we get, we all have the baby within us. We deserve love. We deserve respect. We deserve kindness. We deserve care. We deserve to be fed properly with loving words. Whatever you can do for another, and whatever you can do for the animals of this world, let it be you that comes from a place of love. What would love say? What would love do? You make a difference in this world. You made you know, I used to stand on the shore when the tide would go out, and all the starfish would be up on the drive where the boats would go in and out, and I would stand there all day long and throw them back into the ocean. And everybody always says the same thing. You're not going to save them all. Yep, but I saved these ones, didn't I? I can't save every animal in the world, but I saved Lily, didn't I? I saved Prince. Every one we save makes a difference. You don't know what you might do for another person in your life. You don't know what a kind word might do for somebody. That may be the last thing that they could possibly take was one more person being mean to them that day, and they go home and shoot themselves in the head or jump off a bridge or slip their wrists. It happens all the time. Too many people feel a lack of love. It doesn't take much for you to smile at somebody and say, your hair looks really pretty. You've got the most beautiful eyes. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Something like that. It doesn't take anything for you to do that, but it can change the world for somebody. That's it, you guys. Everybody gets one affirmation because I realize that these are very specific. And some of the messages may not apply to you. And if it doesn't apply to you today, you know, this is a quick one. And I hope that next time maybe we'll have something that will apply for you. But we'll give you all a message to go. So for those who chose the syringe or air signs, your message. Step into the light. You are a gift to the world. Allow yourself to shine because you are, just like I said, there's no one like you. There will never ever be another one like you. So allow your light to shine. And you know how worthy you are. You know how wanted you are. You know how valuable you are. You can do anything you set your mind to. So allow your light to shine. For those who chose the Omega, high nutrient or fire signs. Ha! Wow. Step into the light. You're a gift to the world. Shine your light. People are watching you. People are looking up to you. People respect you. People love you. You tell yourself that. I am loved. I am valuable. I am respected. I'm important. I matter. I am powerful. I am loving. I am whole. I am. For those who chose the food or earth signs, correct for neutrality on all levels. Partnership. God speaks to us through people. We are ambassadors of grace for one another. Pay attention to the people that come into your life. Pay attention to the conversations that you have. Again, what can you do to have compassion? Do you understand maybe why somebody has armor on? Why they're wearing armor? What have they been through in their life? What can you do to make somebody feel safe? Partnership. Partnership is more than one helping another. What would love say? What would love do? Show somebody that wears a shield of armor that they don't need to protect themselves from you. Be a place of peace and solace. For those who chose the silver solution or water signs, pray. Prayer is powerful. It's powerful. Prayer goes hand in hand with love. I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life now. I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. Before you feel sorry for yourself or get angry, just say, I'm open. Sometimes we don't even know what to ask for. We don't even know what to say. Just be open. I am open and receptive to however Spirit wants to show the power of grace in my life. Show me clearly how it's operating in my life. Give me examples. Sometimes we need to see that. But what we do a lot of times when we're in a difficult situation is we forget to pray. We forget to ask for help. Don't ever think that you are not heard and you're not valuable, because you are. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. I'll upload this tomorrow. I'll try and give us a little bit more of a detailed message for each group, because I realized that a couple of the messages were pretty specific. But this is for you or somebody else in your life, and I'm pretty sure you can find something that is applicable, that will be of help. All right, I love you guys.